Greetings. Hey, it's Susie Q. We're working with QHHT, Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique, and every once in a while I kind of like start noticing some trends with some of the sessions that I do. And so today we're going to call it Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique, work of Dolores Cannon. I'm a level 2 practitioner here in sunny Scottsdale, and we're going to be looking at upside down. So sometimes, like the tarot cards might have a person upside down, but when I'm looking at the upside down energy, it's really like I'm in the wrong place, I'm in the wrong experience, I'm in the wrong events, I'm in the wrong just everything is wrong, and so when we start looking at that kind of energy, is how can we cure this when a person is feeling that upside down energy or they're not in the right place, and so sometimes that shows up in these QHHT sessions. And I just was thinking about being upside down, when so with some of the sessions I've done before, sometimes like if a person is upside down, when I look at it, kind of is that they are able to, like, if maybe they had pockets or different things, they could start letting some things go. And, working with that, being maybe in a cartwheel or something like that, is that you start noticing you're kind of upside down, and then you get right back up. And so, all of this states of consciousness regarding the quantum healing hypnosis technique, and also a lot of the energies that I receive are pretty passive, but it's the Akashic records, and then typically I'll go into an automatic written piece based on the QHHT, the Akashic records, and then into automatic writing. So when we're looking at experiences that are not the best, I'm not in the right place. Help me, Jesus, we just start noticing that when we're in that wrong place, like for years, I was kind of like feeling that too. Like, what am I doing here? What did I create? And wow, that was a mess. So we start looking at some of these things like, perpetual kind of loop patterning. And so when we look at the upside down energy, we really want to focus on that state of consciousness that a person could be upside down. And when they're upside down, that's, I think, when people are ready, because they're like so upside down, they're not doing what they want to do. They can't process what's really happening now. There's no way out. There's like no way out, people. And then you start looking at that, but when you go from the upside down, then a lot of stuff kind of starts falling away. And so we could say, I've been triggered, or this is not where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to have a different job, a different experience, a different partner, or a different dog. I don't know, whatever that is. But the more that we go into the upside down energies, that could be a place where you're in crisis. It's nothing's working for me now, and I don't know what else to do, and my partner or my wife or husband is, they're wrong. Usually it's us, right? Whenever we talk about somebody else, it's like, that's really about me. It's really about me, me, me. All right. But still, going back to the upside down, that is a pivotal point, or like a portal or a vortex that you're working with when you're upside down, and realizing that what you're working with right now is an opportunity to shed, okay? Just shed some stuff out of your field. And the more that you can do that through the upside down energies, and again, we get a lot of this through the QHHT. And when I do the Akashic Records, it's usually me going into a meditation, and then they get that same kind of guidance, like, what else do I need to do? How do I know to do it? Or when do I start? And so all of these things are pretty evident for a lot of people. And maybe people were doing better on a Tuesday, and now it's Saturday, and you're flat. You're flattened out with, I don't know what's next. What's my next step? I'm kind of stuck like Chuck, in this experience or this event or my job or my hair. It could be anything, but you start working with the upside down energy. And again, just allowing yourself, when you're in that space where you're feeling upside down, or you're not feeling your best and brightest, or gorgeousness, right? Is that you start kind of working with that upside down energy, and in that place of the upside down energy, or again, like I said, aka I am confused, I don't know what's next, I don't want to be here anymore. Some people say I don't want to be here anymore. All right. So we start working with that, and the more that we can kind of just kind of let that upside down energy come through, we want to help them through the upsides downs, or the ins and outs, or the confusion and frustration, all of these things. Big band of energy, right? Big band of energy. But with the upside down energy, we're really working and moving into the upside down energy and bringing in those higher states of frequencies. And even with the upside down energy, a person could be there for a while, like kind of stuck, like Chuck, like, what do I need to do? I'm kind of feeling stuck. But then that stuck feeling, through some of these sessions and through some of the Akashic records and some of the psychic readings that I do, a lot of this is kind of like a period or space to just be free, like a free band of something that's it's not quite ready yet, but it's a band of energy. And the moment that you realize, the upside down stuff is, I'm over it. I can't do anything. I don't know what else I need to do, or how can I help another person, or how can I help my own self. You start getting that band of energy. It's already there. It's already in your field, and the band is kind of going around, maybe in that heart space. But the more that we can just kind of lean in and go, it's kind of like, Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the, I'm not joking, people. But something extraordinary will show up for you. You got that band of energy around the heart space, huge amounts of fields of consciousness around our physical reality. And then once we get that heart space really a little bit more wide open, and you'll know it, you'll know what it feels like, you'll know the essence of it, and you'll know that something is shifting in the heart space. And from that, that heart space will be assisting you to have a better experience with what it is that you really want. And the more that you go into what I really want, what is really truth for me now, is I want to have a better experience with my career, my life, my healing of my body, my friends, my family, the cat down the street. But when we start working with that, and with that band of energy that's like really opening up from the heart space all the way to the higher chakras, way above our head, as we get more guidance from these higher chakras that are working with us. And so when we're working with that, we start noticing. Okay, so let's just say all this trauma and all this stuff, and you know, I'm not doing very well. I'm not doing very well. Well, that heart space comes in, and then it starts kind of illuminating and rising up into those higher states of chakras, which some of us really can't quantify, like what they are or where they go. But all of these energies, they're kind of like a little bit of like a toroidal field. So it's like kind of coming in, and then it's expanding again. So contracting and expanding again. And the more that we go from the expansion to the contraction, it just keeps being in flow, is that we start feeling possibly a little bit lighter, because we know that what we don't want, we know what we don't want. Some people can't identify what they don't want. Yeah, so let's just say, I'm so stubborn. I got blocks, people. Oh my God. Or I don't know what to do. But when we start moving into those higher chakras, moving through that toroidal field, that beautiful divine toroidal field, you're going to start rising up into higher states of frequency, or energy, whatever word that is for you, frequency or energy or pure light energy or the quantum field, the quantum point, any way you want to look at it, your monad, your higher self, your oversoul, all of this is working for you. When you start identifying that some things aren't right in the field, then you might start acknowledging, I need help. I need help. And the I need help might just be, um, I'm just gonna, I'm just going to do something different. I want to pursue a newer way of living, a newer way of experiencing my emotions, my thoughts, my impressions. I am ready, and I'm ready. Sometimes when I had this when I was younger years, younger Susie, I would just go out to the night sky, look up at the moon, and I would just say, I surrender, and I just did it really quick. I didn't even have to think a thought because I know that the energy or God or source already knows what I'm seeking, and I already know, whew, that it's there, that it's there, it's positive. There's some positive senses of curiosity. So when we look at the upside down energy, we see it as an opportunity to stay upside down just for a little while and let all this other stuff go. Let all the crud go, the story, the drama, the sadness, the grief, the blah blah blah, Just let all of that stuff go. And then in that place you'll find something different about yourself. And it could take a little while. It could be fast, it could be slow. Could be, who knows? But when you start working with the upside down energy, all of a sudden, when you're upside down, everything is just kind of trickling down and away from your physical reality. All right. So I think that's it for now. So I love sharing at this in this space. I love sharing at this space and noticing a lot of these qualities that we talk about with these videos are relatable to everybody. All of us have been up, we've been down, we've been all around. But we really, I think in at the very end of this is that we have friends and we have beautiful divine beings that are assisting us upside down or anyway or any way around. It's going to be a great day. We'll see you soon and namaste.